Here's why you need multiple forms of marketing measurement to get the full story of what's happening in your paid media program. So I often preach of three different forms of measurement: multi-touch attribution, which is like a standard for most people; post-purchase surveys, which give you qualitative data; and then causal analysis. So like looking at holdout studies or media mix models to find out what's causing growth to happen. Now, a lot of brands, unless you're at 10 million or above in annual revenue, you don't qualify for causal measurement. Your volume's too low to reach statistical significance. But there's no excuse to not have multi-touch attribution and post-purchase surveys. I see a lot of brands neglecting post-purchase surveys. And here's a scenario I just saw today working for on one of my clients' accounts. This is an e-com brand, and from our post-purchase surveys, we tracked about $100,000 of orders. So like some people don't fill out the post-purchase surveys, but we had about, for the last 30 days, $100,000 worth of revenue came in, and the people who ordered that filled out a post-purchase survey. Now, this is a heavy e-com brand, so we know that Meta is driving the majority of the sales. And in the post-purchase survey, we're seeing about like 73% was coming from Meta. Like they said, like, I first heard about you from Facebook or first heard about you from Instagram. But here's the thing, we're running a very small YouTube budget on Google Ads or YouTube. We spend about $100 a day and we're running YouTube Shorts, YouTube vertical, horizontal, whatever. We have like a pretty robust program, but only $100 a day. Now in Google Ads, the ROAS for YouTube is basically zero, meaning all the money we're spending on it is technically wasted because we're not getting any money back. It's not doing anything to help us. And each week I talk to the client and we kind of go back and forth on YouTube. Like, should we just cut YouTube? And I tell them, like, with my marketing measurement company, Stella, we do tons of holdouts, and YouTube consistently comes back as one of the most incremental tactics, like usually between a 3 and a 5 ROAS or incremental return on ad spend. And it's hard to educate marketing leaders sometimes when they're so focused on click-based attribution. Like, well, if they're not clicking on it, then it's not actually helping us, so we need to turn it off. But here's the thing. The post-purchase surveys actually tell us 6% of the people that filled out the post-purchase survey said they first heard about us from YouTube. And the only YouTube we're doing is through these YouTube ads that we're running. So if we look at like $100,000 worth of those orders, 6% is about $6,000. And we spend about $3,000 a month on YouTube ads. So that is a 2x return on ad spend for YouTube. But it's only attributed through self-attribution or post-purchase surveys, people saying that that's what caused them to convert, was it they first heard about us from YouTube. Now that starts to change the story a little bit, right? People don't click on YouTube ads. You're interrupting a workflow. But people do see YouTube ads, remember them, and then later search for the product and convert. So that's why it's so important to have multiple forms of marketing measurement to inform your media buying decisions.